Have you seen the man on the moon? Or maybe you've seen the rabbit on the moon. Now these are the two most common folk tales told about the moon's craters and other features. This phenomenon is due to lunar pareidolia. Pareidolia refers to the human's brain's ability to recognize patterns and features, such as seeing a face or something like that when you're looking at a kind of random assortment of objects. The moon has tons of these different craters and things like old lava fields that create all these different light and dark features on the moon. So over time, many stories have been developed recognizing all these different patterns in the moon. So, for example, in medieval Europe, there were countless stories about the man on the moon. A lot of times he was kind of heralded as the deity for drinking. There's also an Aztec story of Quetzalcoatl living on Earth in human form, goes on a long journey, is super hungry, really fatigued, and a rabbit offers itself up to the god, and in return the god puts its image onto the moon to be remembered forever. There are also stories which include multiple figures on the moon, such as the Vietnamese myth, which talks about Kui, who has a magical banyan tree, and then one day his wife accidentally waters it with unclean water, and its roots start to uplift from the earth, and it begins to float away towards the moon. He grabs on, because he's not wanting to lose his tree, and then ends up onto the moon with the tree, as well as with the moon lady and her rabbit. A man or rabbit are not the only things that come up in terms of what kind of figures do different cultures and things like that see on the moon. There are instances of people seeing things like a woman, a banyan tree is another pretty common one, or just a tree in general. A toad / frog is another common theme that comes up. There's also a story from Uganda, and I've also heard this in Malawi, of a woman being on the moon, and typically she's got a baby on her back and a hoe in hand, as well as firewood on her head. And I'd also love to go a little bit more in depth into some of these stories. So if you're interested and you would like to learn more, I'll be doing some more videos on this topic soon. And yeah, thank you for your time.